Hello everybody. Welcome to a journey of self-discovery and growth as we delve into a book that has touched millions of lives, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Life throws us curveballs, doesn't it? We've all had moments where we feel stuck, unsure about our direction, or simply overwhelmed by the day-to-day. But what if I told you that there's a roadmap, a set of principles that can empower us to take control of our lives, to become the best versions of ourselves? That's what this book is all about. It's about understanding that true effectiveness isn't just about getting things done. It's about aligning ourselves with principles that lead to lasting happiness and fulfillment. Are you ready to embark on this journey with me? Let's dive in. The first habit, my friends, is all about taking responsibility. It's about recognizing that we are not simply products of our circumstances, but the creators of them. We have the power to choose our responses, to decide how we show up in the world. Think about a time when you felt powerless, like things were happening to you. Now think about a time when you took charge, when you made a conscious decision to create a different outcome. Do you feel the difference in those moments? Being proactive is about focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, our attitudes, even in the face of challenges. Covey talks about the circle of influence, the things we can directly impact, and the circle of concern, the things we worry about but often can't control. Proactive people focus their energy on their circle of influence, on making things happen, rather than dwelling on things they can't change. It starts with taking ownership of our choices and our lives. Imagine yourself at the end of your life. What do you want people to say about you? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? These aren't easy questions, but they're essential because they force us to define what truly matters. Beginning with the end in mind means starting with a clear vision of our destination, of what we want to achieve in our lives. It's about identifying our values, our passions, and then setting goals that align with them. Without a clear destination, we're like ships sailing without a compass, tossed and turned by the winds of circumstance. But with a vision, we have direction. This habit encourages us to think about the big picture, to ask ourselves, why am I doing this? What impact do I want to make? It's about living with intention, making sure our daily actions are in alignment with our long-term aspirations. Begin with the end in mind and watch as your life takes on new meaning and direction. Now that we've identified our destination, it's time to talk about how we get there. The journey to achieving our goals is not just about knowing where we want to go, but also about understanding the steps we need to take to get there. Life is busy, isn't it? We live in a world that never seems to slow down, with constant demands on our time and energy. We're constantly bombarded with demands on our time and attention. Notifications, emails, meetings, and deadlines all compete for our focus. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to get caught up in the urgent but unimportant tasks that clutter our days. These tasks can make us feel busy, but not necessarily productive. But here's the thing, not everything is equally important. Some tasks are crucial for our progress, while others are mere distractions. This habit is about learning to prioritize, to focus on the activities that truly matter, the ones that move us closer to our goals and values. It's about making conscious choices every day. Covey introduces a powerful tool called the time management matrix. This tool helps us see where our time is going and how we can better allocate it. It helps us categorize our tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, not urgent but important, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. By understanding these categories, we can make better decisions about where to focus our efforts. The key is to spend less time on the urgent but unimportant tasks. The interruptions, the endless emails, the things that scream for our attention but don't actually contribute to our long-term goals. These are the tasks that often derail us. Instead, we need to carve out time for the not urgent but important activities: planning, relationship building, self-care. These are the activities that truly enrich our lives and help us grow. Think about it. When we say yes to everything, we often end up saying no to the things that matter most. It's about making tough choices and setting boundaries. So let's be intentional, let's prioritize what truly matters and create a life that is both productive and fulfilling. By doing so, we can ensure that our time and energy are spent on the things that bring us closer to our dreams and aspirations. Chapter 4. Thinking win-win. Shifting from competition to collaboration. You know, for so long we've been conditioned to believe that life is a zero-sum game. That in order for one person to win, someone else has to lose. But what if there's a better way? What if we could create situations where everyone benefits? That's the essence of the win-win paradigm. It's about approaching our interactions with a mindset of abundance, believing that there's enough for everyone. It's about seeking mutually beneficial solutions where everyone walks away feeling good about the outcome. This habit is especially important in our relationships, whether it's with our spouses, our children, our colleagues, or our friends. When we approach these relationships with a win-win mentality, we create a foundation of trust and respect. Think about a time when you achieved a win-win outcome, because when we collaborate, when we work together to find solutions that benefit everyone, we create a sense of unity and shared success. Chapter 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. The power of empathetic listening. You know, we all have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. This simple fact highlights the importance of listening more than we speak. Yet so often we rush to speak our minds before truly listening to what others have to say. We get caught up in our own thoughts and opinions. We listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. This approach can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. But true communication starts with listening. It's about giving the other person your full attention and respect. And I don't just mean hearing the words, but truly understanding the message behind them, connecting with the speaker on an emotional level. This requires patience and empathy. And when we listen empathetically, we create a safe space for others to feel heard and validated. This can transform relationships. We build trust and open the door for authentic connection. This is the foundation of strong, meaningful relationships. Think about a time when someone truly listened to you without judgment, without interruption. It felt empowering, didn't it? How did that make you feel? Probably pretty amazing, right? Like your voice mattered, like your experiences were valid. It's a powerful feeling. Now, think about a time when someone interrupted you or dismissed your feelings. It's frustrating and disheartening. Didn't feel so good, did it? It probably made you want to shut down, to withdraw from the conversation. It can even damage relationships. Remember, effective communication is a two-way street. It requires both speaking and listening, with an emphasis on understanding. Chapter 6, Synergize, Celebrating Differences and Embracing Collaboration. We all see the world through our own unique lenses, shaped by our experiences, our values, and our beliefs. And that's a beautiful thing. This habit is all about recognizing and celebrating the power of diversity, of understanding that we are stronger and more innovative when we work together. Think about it. When we surround ourselves with people who think exactly like us, we limit our potential for growth and creativity. But when we embrace diverse perspectives, when we value different viewpoints, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Synergy happens when we come together, not just with our individual strengths, but with a willingness to learn from each other, to challenge each other's assumptions, and to create something greater than the sum of our parts. Think about a time when you collaborated with others on a project and how much more you were able to achieve together than you could have on your own. That's the power of synergy in action. In Chapter 7, Sharpening the Saw, Nurturing Your Most Valuable Asset, you. Imagine a woodcutter diligently trying to chop down a tree with a dull axe. He swings and swings, but the tree barely shows any signs of giving way. It's a slow, frustrating process, right? The more he tries, the more exhausted he becomes, and the less effective his efforts are. The same is true for us. When we neglect our own well-being, we struggle to perform at our best. We can't expect to perform at our best if we don't take the time to sharpen our own saws, to renew ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This means dedicating time to activities that rejuvenate us. This habit is all about self-care, about making ourselves a priority. It's about understanding that our well-being is crucial for our overall success. It's about recognizing that we can't pour from an empty cup. We need to fill our own cups first before we can give to others. Physical renewal includes taking care of our bodies through exercise, nutrition, and sleep. These are the foundations of our energy and vitality. Mental renewal involves engaging in activities that stimulate our minds, such as reading, learning new skills, or simply taking time for quiet reflection. Keeping our minds sharp is essential for growth. Emotional renewal is about nurturing our relationships, connecting with loved ones, and practicing self-compassion. It's about building a support system and being kind to ourselves. Spiritual renewal involves connecting with something greater than ourselves, whether it's through faith, nature, or simply taking time for gratitude. It's about finding purpose and meaning in our lives. When we prioritize our own well-being, we show up as our best selves in all areas of our lives. We become more effective, more joyful, and more fulfilled. Outro: Living the 7 Habits, a journey to your best self. So there you have it. 7 habits, 7 principles that have the power to transform our lives. I know it can seem like a lot to take in, but remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Start small. Choose one habit that resonates with you, that you feel would make the biggest difference in your life right now. Focus on incorporating that habit into your daily routine and watch as it begins to create positive ripples in all areas of your life. The key is to keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving to become the best versions of ourselves.
If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more financial tips and insights.